This poem is entitled Love on Parade. My neighbor said, "Come see my bull, he's waiting on the truck." I nodded back and we walked out to view this beefy pup. 'Twas a Brahma bull with hump on the back. Bill opened up the gate on, but just a baby, fresh from maw. He'd have to put some weight on. Now, you should know that raising beef is not my neighbor's income. A second pasture waits for that a mile away and then some. This bull he's bought will one day be the daddy to that trailer. But a scratch to his ears and a bottle of milk today is more his measure. The pasture at the house, you see, is filled with aging equines. Too old to ride, but we just choose to let them rest their behinds. They formed a herd, this motley bunch. This race they have run well. They've served us true, these noble steeds. And then there's Isabel. She's just a donkey, old as dirt, and not the least bit friendly. She dreams all day of special spots where one swift kick might send me. She'll bite the hand that feeds her or a nearby horse the same, unless you have a carrot. Then she'll change her little game. "Oh yes," her big eyes seem to say, "I want to be your friend." She'll rub her head and lick your hand until the carrot's in. Then her true nature comes right back with stench of brimstone hell. She'd run the devil out of town. Her name is Isabel. Well, we got Brom down off the truck and to the pasture went, and the aging horses walked his way, each come to catch a sin. But Brom just walked right past them, for he'd found a new sweet smell. He sidled up and finally stopped right next to Isabel. He dared to bring his muzzle close. For his sake, we both braced. But Isabel just stood there, giving 19 seconds grace. And then she gave old Brom a kick, 2 hooves right to his chest. Old Brom stepped back and shook his head. I think he was impressed. And so began the strangest love that ever filled 2 hides. Just look out in our pasture, you'd see those 2 side by side. A year went by. Brom stayed close, but he was surely growing. At 1,500 pounds or more, his bullish ways were showing. Well, Bill said, "Tomorrow's Brom's big day. We'll take him to the pasture. There's 7 cows awaiting now, and Brom will be their master. We'll load him on the truck tomorrow and drive him to his fate. Won't need no bachelor party. We'll just open up the gate." But when we tried to load the truck, Brom didn't want to go. We pushed and pulled and said some words our moms didn't think we knowed. We wasted half a day until I had a thought with Mary. Went to the garden and soon came back with lots and lots of carrots. Once I'd convinced old Isabel that I'd come bearing treats, why, she'd follow right behind me like a kid that wanted sweets. We sailed by Brom, who with alarm saw his true love was leaving. So he fell in line with Bill behind. Bill's face was disbelieving. We marched a mile in that odd parade. 1 bull and 3 old asses. Some neighbors honked their horns and laughed. One just kept cleaning her glasses. Bill opened the gate and I led the parade in a circle and back out again. When Bill closed the gate on Brom's big old face, he bellowed like his heart would end. Well, I'm happy to tell that Brom's doing well. He has babies all over this county. And I wonder if he thinks of sweet Isabel when he's facing that pasture of bounty. But if old Brom could talk, well, I think he'd agree. All in all, we had made a good trade. And our neighbors still jaw about the day that they saw me and Bill put love on parade. Thank you so much.